Squid Game.
Clap.
Today's video is about advanced statistics, and our keyword for today is prayer. Okay, let's start with the meaning of research. The word research is originated from the Old French word rechercher, which means to search and search again. Meaning to say, it's a repeated action on finding something in order for you to build a nice body of knowledge. That is why it literally implies repeating a search for something and implicitly assumes that the earlier search was not exhaustive and complete in the sense that there is still scope for improvement. Meaning to say, if you're going to conduct a research, the possible research title you are about to have are already existed in the past. So therefore, just grab some information from it so that you can have a solid type of research. And according to Redman and Mori, define research as a systematized effort to gain new knowledge. Some people consider research as a movement from known to unknown. It is actually a voyage of discovery. In short, the meaning of the research is to find a new knowledge, to find a solution for a problem, a gap, a phenomenon. Okay, to have a further knowledge about this, let us have this slide. Okay, now the question is, where do I begin research? This is the simple pattern for you to have a good output, a good picture of why you are doing a research. First thing to do is you need to ask yourself, making a question, asking another question, then after that, asking new questions. And of course, if you are trying to see yourself in front of our surroundings, there are a lot of problems that can be as part of your starting point in finding a solution. Now, after you ask and keep on asking so that you can get information, then that's the time you're going to identify the important factors. Of course, when seeing a problem, there are a lot of factors. Possible, the situation itself, that this time is a pandemic, it could be a factor. It could be the learning outcomes because of the different modalities applied nowadays. We could also look with what is the effective and most accurate vaccines. So that are the different factors that you need to consider in order to to conduct a research work. Then right after that, the research that you are about to do has no purpose or no references without considering some theory, or most of the time theories, which are available in the internet, in the published books, journals, or any printed materials that you can use as part of your documents or evidence to the research you are about to do. Okay, then after that, formulating hypothesis. When we say hypothesis, it is an assumption, an idea that is proposed for the sake of argument so that it can be tested to see it might be true. In short, it could be like this. You want to do a hypothesis on investigating the effect of different vaccines which are available in the market, or you want to investigate that online learning is much better than the modular learning system, or you want to know that the Sinovac or the others is Sinovac is more effective than the other available vaccines. So that is what we call hypothesis. You want to assume that is the statement so that there is a basis for you to test it whether it is true or not. Then right after that, if you are now working with the hypothesis, we want to test whether your hypothesis is correct or wrong, then you're probably looking for the evidence. And that is what we call collecting relevant information. That is what we say, collecting of or gathering the data. Evidently, if you have that data, if you're able to test it, then if you are able to have a conclusion or a result, then that's the time you can have your published research because you're able to test your hypothesis. That is why when we try to collect everything, the ideas and the effort that you made just to publish or just to create or produce a nice research work, then you need to consider the following parts. And we have now this picture. Okay, now let us have this schematic characteristics of research. It's very important for you to be guided on what are the different things that you need to consider in order to have a very good presentation of your research. Of course, you started with the problem identification. Most likely, it should be advised that the problem must be solved from international, national, down to local problems. Nowadays, we are looking for the effective, accurate vaccine which can kill or can stop the spread out of the coronavirus. Example, you want to study that your own research title is the e-MEL, the effect of e-MEL vaccine to kill or combat coronavirus. That is your own research. Then of course, since there are a lot of information coming from internet, from the published thesis or research work, then you grab some ideas from it by citing their efforts, citing their works, and compile it. And that is what we call the review of related literature or review of related studies, which can be used as part of your documents in your own proposed research title. Then after that, you're going to do the experimentation. You're going to gather the information or data. Possible, you're going to inject e-MEL vaccine to different people, and it takes a period of time so that we can tell its efficacy, its accuracy. Then eventually you're able to produce a very accurate, very effective type of vaccine, called it as e-MEL vaccine. Then the things that can prove that it is effective is your data collection. Then right after that, you're going to analyze everything. That this person, that this group able to cure themselves, especially let's say there is a symptomatic patient, and we have confirmed COVID patient, then you apply that e-MEL vaccine to all of that groups, and after let's say 3 months, 5 months, the efficacy, the accuracy shown and expressed that they are healed by that vaccine. So through that analysis, you're able to define that there is really an effect. That is why that would be your basis to draw a conclusion. Then you can tell that the e-MEL vaccine is more effective than the other available vaccines that are present in our market nowadays. That is what we call the flow of your research.